back to Bourbon Barrel Talk. This is your host, Scott Minton, and today we are at the muster station.
Muster station.
With Mr. DJ Jazzy Jasnoff. What's up, Matt?
What's up?
Hey, not too much, brother. How you doing?
Fine. How are you?
Doing all right. So, muster station. You're gonna have to explain that one to maybe the people that don't know what a muster station is.
It's really just an inside joke because we were on a cruise ship with a bunch of my buddies, and the first day of your cruise ship, you have to report to your muster station, which is like your evacuation zone in case the Titanic happens again, right? You know, in case of emergency,
right.
We think that you can get off the boat, but we're just kidding with you.
Right.
So us drunkards were always like, no, our muster station's going to be in the bar. Like, obviously, why would we go anywhere else?
Exactly.
And then, so long story short, I now have a giant sign on my bar that's called the muster station. So that's where it resides.
Hot diggity dang. So the muster station is evidently the evacuation route or the emergency place that you meet.
Well, it's like a zone. Like you have a zone, like a little station you have to report to.
I said area. Is there a difference between area and a zone?
I don't know. I just wanted to correct you on something.
Fair
you
enough.
could have said anything and I would have tried to correct you.
It's all good. So, hey, what we're doing today is we're diving into 3 OKI bottles
So
that
what
were
you did there with
barrels.
diving into your muster station.
That's right.
Look
diving
at that.
in. That's right. Dun rim shot. So
That's all
we got 3 different barrels here that were single barrel picks. One is from KBC, Kentucky Brotherhood, or
yeah. I mean, they're all. So these were the Waterfront Park.
Sorry,
was
KBB.
Was the charity that was behind. This one was for local feed.
Okay. Yep. Revival. And then one's Liquor Barn.
Yeah. So these are just kind of 3 random quote unquote OKI single barrels that I grabbed. There's a couple more I have too, but
so it looks like
I haven't tried these yet.
No, they were fresh pops.
They were.
So
slightly weak fresh pops with the synthetic cork.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah, listen. I mean,
Yeah, listen.
Yeah, not good, but not bad.
It's okay.
So
we got a little pop there.
They all carry in somewhere around 112 to 114.
Yeah. And I get it. It's hard to get real cork. I understand. It's hard to get anything these days.
It really is. The supply chain is completely screwed up.
Completely screwed up is a compliment.
I know. We were looking at glass for bottles for one of my buddies, and he's like, dude, it's nearly impossible to get what we're looking for.
It's like, this is what we have.
Right.
Do you want it?
Take it or leave it.
Yeah. And if you leave it, somebody else will buy it in 5 minutes.
Exactly. So, no, we really don't have much choice.
No.
So, all right, let's dive in on this first one.
This is the Waterfront pick.
Waterfront KBB. I guess the Kentucky Brotherhood of Bourbon or something. Sure. Is that?
Yeah. So I mean, it's got a really interesting nose to
Interesting
it.
is a nice way to put that. It's just corn. Like, it's corn with a little bit of like a weird doughy, like, I don't know, almost like cornbread before it's been cooked.
Cornbread? I don't know.
Like a doughy.
It looks
new
thin.
Corn. It does look thin. There's not a whole lot of legs to it. Actually, it's not bad on the legs.
No, it just...
The more I get it up the rim, it's still hanging on there.
Okay, you are a rim job lover.
I do. You give it a little taste. I still think a little bit of cornbread, like doughy cornbread, like the batter, and then it's got a fruit, but I can't really put my nose on it. No pun intended. But almost like a grape, almost like a wine. All right, you dove in, got a little taste. You're gonna have to give me your initial thoughts while I'm taking a sip. That's a face.
So it's got a nice flavor up front. It doesn't hit you there's not a burn up front, so it's real easy. Then it kind of just explodes in flavor, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, so it's real mild up front.
Yeah.
But your mid palate's got a little bit, and it's got a little bit of the burn, but it's weird. Like it then after you've half swallowed it, like the tip of your tongue
swallows.
So like as it on its way down, like the tip of your tongue kind of gets a little tingle to it.
It's still there, so the tingle is still there, which is good.
Yep.
Now, if you remember,
it's
we already
singed
our taste buds before we tried these.
We did.
So the fact that we can still have this sensation. It's pretty unique.
Yeah. But it's 6 years old. It drinks much younger
I think
than
it's
that.
5 years.
No, it says
old.
6 right on the bottle.
It does say 6.
They all say 6.
Do they?
Yep. They all say 6.
Well, maybe that's why I conveniently grab these.
That's right. So that's 6-year-old MGP juice. Is it not correct? Yes.
That is correct.
All right. The rye is real like prominent, and I really can't. I don't know. It's got a lot of like pepper and some of that, more spicy build, especially on that mid palate. It's hard to explain. I mean,
Well, it's your job to explain things, being the voice of radio.
being the voice of the
Sorry, the face of radio.
I do have the face for radio for sure. But like I said, I mean, it's got some pepper. It's got, some of those spicier notes.
So I taste, you've got your rye notes come through in that mid palate, and it almost gets mixed together with that corn pretty well. And so you do get that corn cake and allspice kind of blend together in your mid palate with a little kick. So it's actually, it's just a very interesting.
Very interesting. I'm going to drop a couple of drops of water in here.
See what it does to it.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Try it.
You're supposed to do whatever it is you want to do to drink your whiskey.
I agree. You drink your whiskey how you want it, but to give it a fair review, you should always drop a couple of drops, see where you're at, see where it comes in at. Now, see, that opens the nose up a little bit more.
I bet that mid palate goes away.
A little bit more of kind of like a caramel, almost like a peach. Thank God you're not Josh. He's like, you mean caramel? You're missing the other A there, buddy.
I would appreciate that, though.
That's Southern Indiana, Northern Kentucky. We don't really use our all of our vowels in our words.
And you slur.
Slur, huh?
Yes.
I don't slur.
Okay.
I mean, do you think I slur?
Sometimes.
Have I been drinking?
Yeah, usually.
That doesn't count then.
You made a statement. I made a statement back.
If my normal vernacular is not slurring, then you really can't call me a slur. If I only slur when I drink, then that's totally different.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
Water didn't really make it any better.
Be honest.
I mean, just being honest. I mean, it's still a lot of that rye, the mid palate. It does take away the sting on the front part of your tongue, but
we shouldn't be able to have any sting.
It's not even really a sting. I guess it would. It's a tingle. Is that the right word to use in that situation?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Tingle, tinkle. So, all right, we're gonna go in for a rinse here. That's a better pop than the second one.
Well, I'll give my.
In case you hear that glug 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 glug.
We're not drinking as much as it seems.
Matt's monster pour over there. He's a little heavy-handed. He's like the dude you want you to pour your drinks to the bar.
Oh, we want Matt's pour. Oh, okay.
How do we get Matt to pour our drinks? I'm going to pour my own. I got to drive.
He's fine. There's an extra bedroom.
Absolutely. I'll sleep on your couch. I don't care.
It was literally an extra bedroom.
The couch would be more comfortable than an extra bedroom.
It's a brand new mattress. Oh, we go over this with everybody.
Oh, is it really a brand new mattress?
Yeah.
What kind of mattress?
It's the same one you got.
Oh, is it a Casper?
Yeah.
I mean, wait a minute.
You got a purple.
I got a purple.
I got a Casper.
Yeah, I got a purple.
Yeah. Shout out to the mattress guy in the
in the
storage unit.
The storage unit. Yeah, I don't know what that dude's name is, but he definitely hooked me up.
He hooked me up too. We got both of ours from there.
Yep. So
yes, that's what that one is.
Is it? Yeah. So I really like my purple mattress.
It's great.
It's pretty
on an
comfortable.
unrelated note, the only reason I got it is because I could not fit a box spring down my steps.
Really?
Yeah.
So
that gnarly overhang that you always hit your head on.
Right. So you have to
could not fit a box spring under.
So you had to get one of those ones that you put together.
Yeah, I had to get a platform bed, and then I just got
Yep.
a memory foam mattress because you can curl it up into a ball and roll it.
Yep. Throw it down.
Yeah.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
All right. So the nose on this one's a little better.
So much better. Now it's really funny how different these noses are because although they're single barrels, they only vary by 1% proof.
Right, but one could be 21% corn, the other one could be 36.
They're all the same.
How do you know?
Because that's the lot they had.
Okay, my bad. I guess you know.
God, read
what?
the Facebook.
Oh, the Facebook.
Yeah. They're not going to tell you the mash on there.
They should.
They're not.
Transparency is important.
Only for people who care and want.
Hey, listen, I like a specific mash bill. I much prefer the 36 over
Just
the
like
21.
what does it do for you if the specific mash bill is on the bottle? Like what good does that actually do you?
It would make me more likely to buy it.
If I tell you how much this bottle is, having the mash bill on there is gonna make you more likely to buy it than the price point.
If it's MGP, like I prefer the 36% out rye over the 21.
So this is a 6-year-old single barrel 36% rye MGP.
Right.
You're just gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not gonna care what the price point is.
Well, I mean, I would care what the price point is, but
what do you think the price point should be?
So, I mean, in that situation, a 6-year, I mean, $85 to $100. I mean, that's pretty standard, I feel like.
So $115.
Right. So that's a little steep, but you know, I mean, listen, it's OKI.
Let's see what this guy tastes like.
All right, you dive in.
I don't know. I just like a 5-year-old MGP. I don't feel like it should be that much.
I agree. I mean, you know, there's some people that are doing sourced MGP, you know, with special finishes for $120 or $115 a bottle. So why should a standard bottle be $115? I don't know. It must be the name.
Must be the name. And the Lego sticker that's on top of it.
The Lego sticker.
Sorry, the Lego person and the sticker.
Yeah. Well, no, those actually sell for less than these.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My bad.
I like the Lego the Lego dude with a sticker.
It is like a
wax.
collectible item, though.
It is.
Like, kind of like McDonald's Happy Meals where you just go and collect them all. So this one's super interesting.
Or a Pokemon. I actually like this one.
Well, yeah. Okay. I had a feeling you would like this because you just have 100% rye taste that comes through.
I mean, it's a lot of rye. It is. But it's not spicy rye. It's the fruit
No,
forward
it's
rye.
just all rye, though.
It is a lot of rye.
Yeah.
No, I like this one a lot. It's much more fruit forward. The rye's coming out.
Yeah.
Not hating on this one.
No, this is like right up your alley. Like 100% right up your alley.
Yeah. Little pear, little tobacco. Just a little bit out. I'm going to say almost like butterscotch.
But it's funny how different these two are.
But look how much darker this one is.
Yeah.
I mean, just looking at the angles, I mean, one's way darker than the other. Matter of fact, the one in the number 2 is actually the darkest of all 3. Number 3 is a little darker than the first barrel.
That's fair.
So it could be where they came out of the rick house. It could be anything. So I don't know, but pretty good.
Not too shabby.
Revival did a very solid job on picking this barrel.
I would say so.
So Matt is enthralled in the world of basketball today. It is March Madness.
I just did not think Notre Dame would beat Alabama.
Or as Matt would say, well, didn't they have their 2-guard go down like right immediately in the game, like 3 minutes in?
Not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah. So, you know, that sucks. You know, when you have somebody goes down with an injury, it makes a big difference. But I'll tell you, dude, Notre Dame is a gritty ass team. And Blake Wesley, their little freshman,
they're playing
dude
school, though. It's
solid.
Crazy.
So,
No plane ride tonight. That's hilarious.
No plane ride tonight. So
sorry, I digress.
That's right. You can digress all you want. So overall, I mean, I think it's a good port, a good solid port. I'm gonna throw a drop of water.
It's 100% up your alley.
It's 100% up your alley. You like that, right?
Yes.
If I can't get a weeder,
Yes.
no, right?
Thank you,
My
Cartman.
name's Matt. Yeah. And God dang it. My name is Fat Jasnoff. That's what your Cartman name would be, Fat Jasnoff.
That would be my Cartman name. Cartman's got a face for radio.
He definitely does. You got a body for it too. Looks like me. Look like 10-year-old Scott.
I don't think 10-year-old Scott looked like that. You didn't add any water to it?
Yeah, I added water. No, I'm keeping it neat.
Oh, don't add water to it.
I mean, listen, I told you.
Listen, it's not that we're incredibly opinionated people on radio, but
I mean, you know what you like, right? I mean, that's really what boils down to anything in those situations. You know what you like, you drink what you like,
quadruple oaked whiskey.
and you get rid of what you don't like. Glug, 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 glug,
Yeah.
glug,
Oh,
glug,
yeah.
glug.
Talk about a Matt pour.
All right.
This is Liquor Martin's pick.
Liquor Bond.
No, Liquor Barn has always been hit or miss.
So I will say that exactly. So to me, I've had some Liquor Barn picks that I thought were absolutely amazing, and I've had some Liquor Barn picks that I was like, did they just send like 4 random dudes that like they picked up off the street to go pick this barrel?
Yep.
And I don't know why that is.
Right place, right time.
Just so there's not a whole lot of consistency on who they're sending those things. You don't think?
There's zero consistency.
It's a 0.0.
They take their most valued customers on picks.
Oh, well, that's not me.
No.
So, let's see.
I don't know. It's always like people that buy a lot of wine because they buy that by like the cases.
So why would you take a wine drinker on a bourbon pick?
That's why some of them are hit and miss because they're just like VIP customers.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Listen, okay.
It'd be like taking me on a wine pick. It's just stupid.
I mean, a wine pick would be fun.
I didn't say it wouldn't be fun. I'm just saying I would be a bad person to take.
I don't think so.
I don't know anything about wine.
You don't have to. You know what's good. You know what you like and what you don't like.
Well, yeah, but somebody, like, obviously somebody that's a wine person drank that and was like, oh, I really like this. And if it tastes like ass, it tastes like ass.
Yeah.
Like, I might like Boone's Farm, right? When I drink it, like, oh, this is really good because it's super sweet and that's something I kind of like. Or, I could be one of those dudes that's like over the top with like really, really dry wine and somebody might not like that. So it's all a matter of opinion. But I got to believe.
It's like your opinion, man.
It is opinion. So the nose on this one is a little bit more reminiscent of one. It's not quite as young smelling. I'm going to say got a little bit of like a dough, but it's not corn. Like you ever had like one of those Amish breads, like the ones that you like have to feed like every 4 or 5 days and that type of thing, Matt? I think it's like Amish friendship bread or whatever it's called. Like you can give a starter to somebody else because you have to take so much out and then add more to it to keep it like alive.
I'm just gonna pretend I know what you're talking about.
Okay, well, to me that's what this smells like a little bit. It's got a little bit of that sour,
okay,
almost,
interesting,
and it's kind of doughy. I don't know. I'll have to if we ever do another starter, I'll have to give you some.
I'm in.
All right. Will you bake bread if I give you bread?
Yeah.
All right. We got a bread maker now.
That's cheating.
No, it's really not. Because whenever you like make bread anyway, most people use like what are those stupid things called? The stand mixers and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So it's basically
KitchenAids.
just So this has its own little bowl inside this thing, and the good thing is it's all sealed off, so it will actually proof the bread in there. So it beats it, and then it proofs, and it go up, and then it has its own timer for the type of bread that you're making.
Did you have like a long conversation with your wife about getting a bread maker?
No, we got it as a gift.
Oh. My wife and I had this conversation about getting a rice cooker.
Dude, rice cookers are the greatest thing.
They're the greatest things ever. But she
dude.
was like, why do we need a rice cooker? And I was like, because you just put the rice in and push the button and it makes rice. Like, what do you mean?
It's like what that the weird Tony dude that sells shit. You set it and forget it.
Yeah.
100%.
It's the greatest.
Rice cookers are awesome.
They're amazing.
One of my buddies even makes like actual. He puts the actual food in with the rice.
No. Don't ruin the integrity of the rice maker.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but like it was actually really good. It was like almost like some kind of like shrimp like weird thing that he cooked all in the rice cooker all at the same time.
Yeah, I just remember like every like all of my friends' houses that I went over to, like there was always just a giant rice cooker in their kitchen growing up. And they were always like, Mom liked me the best as the favorite child when I inherited the rice cooker instead of the kitchen utensils.
Yeah. So this one's very much like batch one. A little bit of that rye spice. It's got I'm going to say, damn,
I feel like you would like this because it's got more rye flavor to it.
I like rye flavor, but I like fruit forward ryes. We keep going back to this.
Okay. Fine.
Look, I don't mind a spicy rye. I don't mind a spicy rye.
Fine.
But I like the ones that bring kind of that fruit forward, like Starlight ryes.
More Starlight rye. I've got the indigenous rye.
The indigenous rye.
Yeah.
All right, water doesn't do a whole lot with the nose.
I don't know.
I don't know. On the nose, I almost pick up like a little bit more of the fruit when I add water, but it almost turns it like more corn level, like high corn. That's so weird. So I added water and it
made it worse.
It's just not any better.
It was 114 proof, 6 years.
Yep.
Super interesting.
Yeah. I don't know. So, I mean, if I had to like,
It would
say,
for sure be like 2, 1, and then 3.
yeah, probably 2, 1, 3.
So the Revival, the Waterfront, and then the Liquor Barn.
And 2 by far is way better than the other 2. Like it's not even.
It
not even
stands
close.
out, yeah.
Not even close.
Man, it's interesting because, like, you know, you have the old OKI logo and the old brand.
It's not the same logo as the old logo, though.
They can use it.
It's been updated.
They had to change it.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's lame.
But, like, you know, the old stuff was 12 years old. It was a money lot of MGP. I mean, it was good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, half
If
of
we
it went there
compared-
and half of it went to somebody else.
Yeah. If we compared the old OKI to the new OKI, there would just be.
Oh, there's no comparison.
But I want, like. I wonder,
This is like trash and trinkets. The other one is like pure awesomeness.
I know, but, like, you know, a lot
But they
of people.
also finished a lot of the other ones.
No.
Well, I mean, not a lot, but I mean,
Some.
4 or 5 batches.
Yeah. But if you are someone who just knows old OKI and goes to new OKI, you would think similar flavor profiles would exist. You know?
Well, I mean, theoretically, it should be a similar profile. It's all MGP. The problem is you're going from a 6-year to a 12-year or a 6 years to 10 years, and
Yeah.
there's a big difference between a 6-year-old bourbon and a 10-year-old bourbon. I mean,
I
hell,
don't
some
know.
people would say that there's a massive difference between a 6 and a 7-year, or
Yeah.
a 6 and an 8-year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can't compare apples to oranges. 6 versus 10 is just, there's too much of a difference.
I don't know. The fact that I paid over $100 for each one of these bottles was a little disappointing.
I could see that being the case. But overall, I mean, it's not a bad product. It's just, for the price point, it's just, the juice isn't worth the squeeze.
No, and it's not my palate. It might be more yours, but it's certainly not mine.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, I would have only bought one of those bottles if after trying them.
Well, I just opened all of them, so.
Yay for you. You know what? I bet all 3 of them would stand up pretty well in an old fashioned, though. But we'll have to save that for another episode.
Fine. Actually, no. The Revival would go good in a Manhattan, even though you don't like Manhattans.
I don't.
I bet you I would make you the best Manhattan you've ever had.
It may be the best Manhattan I've ever had, but it would still taste like trash.
It would not taste like trash.
Okay, do you have the stuff to make a Manhattan
Of
here?
course I have this. It's a bar. What do you mean?
That's fine. Next episode of Bourbon Barrel Talk, Matt is going to make me a Manhattan, and I'm going to tell you what I think. Fair enough?
Fine. But
All
I
right.
want Josh here too because I need a witness.
Can I get a witness? All right.
I get a witness?
Anyway, our review of OKI, we have 3 bottles. The Revival comes off really, really well and nice. Liked it. The KBB and the Liquor Barn, they were so-so.
We're fine.
They were fine. I mean, it's serviceable whiskey.
We're fine.
Probably better for a cocktail.
Cocktail whiskey.
Yep, cocktail whiskey.
Expensive cocktail whiskey.
So if you want to find Bourbon Barrel Talk, you can find us on any of our social media outlets, which would be Facebook, Instagram, or the Twitter. You can also email us at bourbonbarreltalk@gmail.com, or you can actually instant message us on any of those different types of social media. This is Scott and DJ Jazzy Jasnoff signing off. Peace.